the past few years, besides John, everyone had to kind of get bigger in order to win a world title. Gabe, Italo, Iago, same thing. John's just kind of a beast of stature, you know. He was already a thick guy without even putting that much work outside of the water.
All right, now let's get back to the business at hand. A guy who thrives in beach break conditions like this is Morgan Cibilic. What a way to start, hammering this wave all the way to the sand.
I mean, that XL.
See McGillivray. So it's all regular footers in the lineup now. This is going to be fun because I think all four of these guys have really great backhands. Morgan especially, I'd say, he's one of those surfers that, you know, he reminds you how good his backside surfing is every time he takes off on a right or a left. And I'd say almost underrated as one of the best backsiders.
Yeah, the approach, the bottom turn really sets him up for success always. It's very compact. It looks like Matthew has a little bit more.
I mean, we're just seeing power hacks right now from all four of these guys. McGillivray just staying busy. So he's waiting on 2 scores now. Leo with a 7.5 and an 8-point ride. Last score comes through a non-factor at a 5.50, but look at the consistency there. He's throwing away 2 5s.
It's been a little bit slower these last few heats.
Whoa.
So
Little wake-up call in that end section.
that's
cool.
the flare. That's the flare that we talk about that Morgan can bring to the table, front side and backhand. That wave is gutless.
Look at the full wave. The Banco do Brasil replay.
See how the bottom turn set him up for success. Like, there was such a tricky wave. The first 2 sections were kind of tight in the pocket, and this one was down the line, but he kept his rail engaged for a long time to maintain the speed to get the flare off the last turn. It's going to be a small score because it's small. Well, maybe a gift right there, wide one.
Wow, quick snap. Cibilic has so much pop in his turns, especially that closeout snap he's got. He's done about 3 or 4 of them now, and it just looks so cool every time. It's almost like you can hear it when he goes up and into the lip.
More than you expect, right? And that all comes down to how compressed he stays and keeps maintaining the speed throughout the bottom turn. And the transition where he starts to extend, it's perfectly timed. Right here, the first turn, and notice how he's going to keep his rail very low, his body very low to engage the rail. And as soon as he gets close to the lip, he starts to extend and apply all that pressure into the perfect timing. And it just off scoreboard, like you wouldn't see anywhere else.
Whoa. McGillivray now demanding the attention. 2 big frontside hacks. A rare right-hander that's spinning off down the line. You know what's happening here as we see now Cibilic sticking to these lefts, applying the pressure all the way down the line through to the inside, finishing nicely, and he's feeling it.
Well, it's a big opportunity for Joao Chianca to have his best result so far this year if he makes the quarterfinals. Paying attention now to Morgan Cibilic. Cibilic in the lead over Matthew McGillivray.
That was a sick combo.
Nice combo.
Yeah, that last maneuver to finish, the way he climbed that was nice. And the first 2 were awesome. Georgia also put on a nice 7-point ride.
And talk us through this replay right here.
Good 2 first turns.
Was Matty McGillivray right here.
Here he comes.
Taking down Gabe Medina in round number 2. McGillivray tries to clear this section.
Found the open face, a little bit bumpy on this one, kind of backwashy, but still got a good finish on that one. I'm not sure if this is going to change his situation.
Yeah, he's looking to improve upon a 4.8.
4.8, yeah, maybe step that up a little bit. Not sure the beginning of that wave was a little bouncy.
Yeah.
But I think he's going to go back to the lineup and reposition, try to find his 7-point ride to back up. He needs a 6.61 at the moment.
Yeah. So, well, we'll talk you through the replay. What do you see here?
Yeah, he was looking for that first section, but the wave just ran with all that backwash as well. Step up his situation. Sick finishing turn. Oh, yeah. He's on a good one today, huh?
Yeah, so the Nova Castrian, right, Morgan Cibilic, has such a good backhand. You know, he's made 2 finals on that backhand. Rottnest Island, up against Gabe Medina, finish in Raglan, New Zealand, also on the backhand. So you would think, as we see this replay, that Morgan Cibilic would be the one that you would favor in this heat if everyone's surfing lefts.
True. I agree. He's super solid on his backhand. Got so vertical on most of the maneuvers when he carves as well. Super stylish. And that was a hard finish on this one because Matthew was on the way on the priority heat. Just one maneuver for Matt. I think John was a little bit better position on this one, but Matt had to take a try. Here comes a ride. Not many being ridden today. Not much of a wall either.
Yeah, you could tell he wasn't into it right there, and he's under priority. Maybe just trying to get away from Morgan Cibilic. We're down to 1 minute in this Heat 3 of round 3 for men, and it looks like it's Morgan Cibilic on his way to the quarterfinals.
Let's see what they're going to do in this one. Morgan's going to go just in case Matthew wants it to try. Oh, little barrel on the backwash. Yeah, the rides are like fun, but hard to find a score.
Yeah.
That's what I would be surfing on my skimboard.
Yeah.
10 seconds on the clock. Good results or wins. And I think Morgan is getting back to the rhythm on the CT this year.
He sure is. So there you go. Morgan Cibilic, 13.4, gets him over to the quarterfinals.
Yeah, thank you, Kaipo. Morgan, congratulations. Your board looked excellent out there. Your wave selection was on point. Congratulations. How do you feel out here on a Saturday afternoon, in Saquarema?
Oh, it feels amazing. The beach was pretty busy yesterday, and today's like twice as busy. So it's a pretty cool experience. Like probably the most people I've seen on the beach for a surfing event, and I don't know, it feels pretty surreal, especially just to be walking up the beach, like making the heat, and everyone's cheering for you as you walk up, even though I'm not a Brazilian. So it's pretty epic, cool experience for sure.
Great season in 26 so far. What's been the catalyst so far for yourself, Morgan? The final already, into the quarters. What's it been like competing so far this season for yourself?
I don't know, it's just I really wanted to just make sure that I felt like I belonged back on tour, and I was doing my best surfing, and I feel like I've been doing that, and I just got a little unlucky at the start of the year, especially coming up against the top seeds in the first round is always challenging because you need pretty big heat totals, and you can't really have a fault in the heat, and I was really struggling at the start of the heat, but once I broke out of that, hopefully can keep getting a few more heat wins now.
Appreciate the time, brother. Congratulations.
Thank you for that, Mitch. Cheers.
Kaipo.